Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Arizona Coyotes franchise mode here in NHL 22. So in last episode, we took on the Nashville Predators in the first round, and it was kind of a back and forth series and a very weird one where both teams really struggled to win on home ice, but then we finally did in Game 7. As you can see, we lost the first two games 6-1 and 4-1, so I was kind of concerned about our team, but then we won 5-1 and 4-2, and I thought, oh yeah, we could get back in this. Then we dropped 3-2, then we won 3-2, and then we won 3-1. So very back and forth, but I am glad that we managed to get on to the second round for at least the third straight season, and we still are the defending Cup champions, which is great. We did not lose our prize just yet. And yeah, we kind of had a little bit of a surprise in the last round because we decided to, after Beauregard lost the first game, not play that great. We decided to put in Galiev, and Galiev was fantastic as our goalie, but unfortunately he got injured at the end of Game 7, it seems like. But so far in the playoffs, he's just been a beast. So hopefully he returns at least for like Game 2 or Game 3, something like that, because he's definitely our best goalie in the playoffs. So we did actually have to call up Guillermo Correa from the AHL, so we might give him an opportunity just because look at Beauregard's playoff numbers so far with us. They just have been tragic, and yeah, he's not that good, so I might give Guillermo Correa the opportunity, which is kind of an interesting one considering he's barely played in the NHL in the regular season. So yeah, I think I might give him the start in the first game of the next round. But we also got a surprise from Vincent Dalmau. And this guy played really good as a depth option in the regular season. As you can see, 7 points in 5 games. So I gave him an opportunity in the playoffs because Sebastian Aho wasn't really doing much, and he ran away with it. He had 4 points in 5 games, was a +7. So we are going to be still running this guy on our top line, and Sebastian Aho is going to be down now on the third line with Redmond and Kagorodov. Also, that does mean Bentley's a fourth liner, but Bentley really has not been doing too much, which I haven't really liked. So hopefully he wakes up a little bit, but these three guys are currently scratched, but they can get thrown back into our lineup if we run into any problems. But anyways, we are going to be taking on the Colorado Avalanche in the second round, which we did last year, I'm pretty sure, as well. And yeah, they do still have our former goalie in Stefan Pettersson, which is interesting, and a pretty similar roster for the most part. A little bit weak in terms of their fourth line, but in general, pretty solid team. Good defensemen as well, Makar and Byram for sure. And then, yeah, their goaltending situation obviously is really good when you have Pettersson, who's an 88, and has been actually pretty damn good so far in this postseason with a .926 save percentage. So we'll see if he's able to get redemption on us for eliminating him last year, or if we're going to be able to beat him for the second straight season, because mostly everybody on this team has played with him at some point. Some of the rookies, I guess, never did, but guys like Shelley, obviously, Agostino, Michkov should know his tendencies, and hopefully they could score some goals on him, because Agostino hasn't scored goals, but he's got 9 points, which is great. Michkov has scored a lot of goals, so I'm hoping that he continues to do that, because he is coming off 2 straight Conn Smythe wins in the postseason before this and the year before that. So yeah, that is that, and let's get into the second round matchup and see if we could get ourselves back to that conference finals again. Game 1 in home ice, or on home ice against the Avs. Let's see what happens here. First period, 2-1 them. Kind of similar to game 1 against the Preds, where we just allowed goals early on. Oh yeah, it's probably because I put Beauregard in. I meant to maybe go to Korea, but I guess Beauregard can get another chance. But if he blows it, I'm going for Korea for next game if Galiev isn't back. Agostino does score early, which is good considering, like I said, he just had 1 goal in 7 games, but that's good to see him on the board. Newhook scores a power play goal, and Rannon gives them the lead. Shots are 8-7 in favor of us, but it's a 2-1 game for the Avs. Second period, 4-1. My God, Beauregard cannot stop a puck. Connor scores 2 goals in a second, and looks like we're going to drop game 1. Let's see what happens. But yeah, this is very similar to game 1 against the Preds. So I am going to have to probably change to Korea for next game if Galiev isn't back. Aho makes it 4-2. Okay. Can we tie this game up, though? We still need 2 more goals. Come on, boys. Can we get 2 more goals here in the third? Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Nope, we are going to lose game 1 5-2. Not a great game, again, from Beauregard. So, yeah, I'm definitely going for Korea next game if that is the case and Galiev isn't returning. So Agostino from Tukinen and Michkov, and Aho from Redmond and Kagorodov. Let's see Beauregard's stats. Yeah, he's been absolutely washed. An .826 save percentage in the playoffs. This goalie just does not do anything playoff-wise. So, yeah, we are definitely going to go to Korea for next game because, yeah, Galiev isn't back till Game 3 at least. He might be back for Game 4 even, which could be an elimination game if they win the next few. So, we are going to go to Korea for all the rest of these games because I do not want to trust Beauregard at all. Like, an 843 save percentage is actually maybe one of the worst stats I've ever seen. So, Korea is going to get to play his first ever playoff game. And yeah, hopefully the forward core and defensive core can hold its own. If need be, we will make some more line changes and throw guys into the lineup like McIntyre and stuff. But let's see if we can bounce back with a win. And hopefully we do not go down 0-2 like we did to the Preds. Because it's not like it's going to be that easy to come back against Colorado. Nashville was a little bit of a worser team, so it kind of made sense. But Colorado is a tougher team, I'd say, to come back from. So let's see what happens here in Game 2. Still on home ice. We've not been that good on home ice in the playoffs so far. Only one win so far. Let's see what happens. First period, scoreless. I'll definitely take that. So good opening period for Guillermo Correa. Guillermo is such a weird name. Shots are 10-9 in favor of the Avs. It is scoreless, which is better than being down 2-1. Second period, oh yeah, I'll definitely take that. We're up 2-0 now. Mishkov and Kagorodov, the two Russians, score. I'm pretty sure Kagorodov's Russian as well. But it's 2-0 for us. Shots are 18-17 in favor of the Avs. Let's lock this one down here in the third period if we can and see if Korea could get his first ever playoff win. But yeah, it seems like the depth goaltenders are doing a lot better than the actually goalies that are listed as backup goalies or depth options. I don't really know what to say. Connor scores to make it 2-1, so he breaks Korea's shutout, which is unfortunate. And then Michkov scores for us to make it 3-1, though. That's a good answer from Michkov. And we are going to tie this series up, maybe? Yep, we're going to tie this series up because Vesterling scored late, but Michkov's goal with 3:36 left is the game winner. Shots were 29-29 at the end of that game as well, but we win by 1 goal only. Not a bad game from Korea. He seems to struggle late in the game, but it was still okay. So Michkov from Geeky and Shishkinov, Kagorodov from Geeky and Redmond, and Michkov from Agostino and Bentley. Michkov's already got 7 goals in the playoffs, which is kind of nuts considering we just played Game 9. So Michkov gets first star, Korea the second star, and Geeky the third. So yeah, we're definitely going to go to Korea next game if Galiev is not back, which he might be, which he is back. Okay, that's good. I am glad that Galiev is back. Sucks to send down Korea after his first ever playoff winner, or I could send down Beauregard. You know what? I'm sending down Beauregard. I don't like this guy at all. He's getting sent down. He's probably going to be pissed about that, but he's not a playoff goalie at all in the NHL at least. He might be in the AHL, but he is tragic. And yeah, we're going to run Galiev and Korea. Even both of them are 79 and 78. I'd rather run those two. And if the AHL team is still in the playoffs, which I don't think they are, they now have an 82 goalie playing for them instead. I just think these two cheese goalies are much better. And you guys probably agree with me. Like, look at their stat lines. And then remember what Beauregard's look like. It's a lot different. And yeah, we're going to keep our forward core and defensive core the same. So there's that. And is Galiev back to full health, though, did it say? Or is he just returning from injury? Because I hope he doesn't get re-injured. No, he's still injured with an injured groin. I might turn to Korea again for next game then. Just to play it safe. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Korea for next game just because I do not want Galiev to get re-injured. And yeah, Korea played pretty solid in his first game, so maybe he could play good 2 games in a row. Who knows? Okay, let's get into game number 3 in Colorado. See if we can win some more games on the road. We played good on the road in the first round. Can we do so again in the second round? Come on, boys. First period, 2-0 Avs. That's not a good start for Korea. Newhook and Mahura score. Shots are 20-6. Are you kidding me? That's like a completely different team than last game. Wow. Allowing 20 shots in the first period is not what you want to do. Very good first period from Korea, even though he allowed in 2 goals, because our team just is not playing defense. I feel like our team's just sitting in the neutral zone and allowing them to walk by or something. That is a very terrible start. We definitely need to get more chances in the second and limit their chances. Second period, 4-0. This game's a loss easily. 33-19 the shots already after 2 periods. We're down 4-0. Let's just see how this game plays out, but I don't know if Korea is a good playoff goalie. Maybe not. Or maybe I do send him back down and then call back up Beauregard. I don't know. I know for a fact I will run Galiev next game, but my god, Korea's having a tough time. But then again, it could be the team in front of him, because holy, look at the shot count. 46-31. Michkov breaks Pettersson's shutout at least. But we're going to lose 5-1 in Game 3 in Colorado, as they had 49 shots by the end of it. I don't put that game on Korea, I don't think. I did think I put it on the defensive core. Only goal was Michkov from Dalmo and Agostino, so that line continues to produce, which is good. But who was badly minus in that game? Tukinen. Yeah, we might have to make some defensive changes, and yeah, that was a very tough game for Korea. And yeah, Pettersson played really good for them. I kind of wish we still had Pettersson, but I wasn't willing to pay him like $8 million on a long-term deal. And Galiev is back to full health, which is good. He'll be our starting goalie for next game. And we are probably going to make some adjustments to the defensive core, which means I think... Ooh, -5 for Tukinen. Tukinen's going to come out of the lineup. Might be a little bit of a weird one to do, but he's been terrible so far in the playoffs. I like Tukinen, but he's not been that good. And we'll throw Hordichuk in to play with Burkov. Yep, that's going to be our defensive core now. And I think I'm also going to take McGillis back in the lineup just to make us more of a defensive team and throw in McIntyre, who's more of a two-way forward. So that might help us out in terms of playing better defensively in front of our goalies. And I don't know what the heck that glitch was, but whatever. Okay. Let's just make sure Galiev is in net instead of Korea, because I don't think Korea could play back-to-back, it seems like. Yep, Galiev is in net. That is good. So there's our team going into game number 4. Can we tie the series at 2, or are we going to get ourselves into trouble with the Avs, which would not be good? Come on, guys. Let's win this game on the road. We've been a good road team for the most part. Let's tie this series at 2, heading home. That would be nice. First period. 1-0 us. I'll definitely take that. Good start to the game. Power play goal from Connor Geekie. Shots are 13-10 in favor of the Avs, but it's only 1-0. Second period, 2-1 us. I'll definitely take that as well. Agostino scores, so he's been actually probably one of the best players in this round in terms of scoring goals, because some players haven't been consistent. Him and Michkov have just been consistent the entire playoffs, as usual. Connor then breaks Galiev shutouts. It's now 2-1. Shots are 25 apiece. Let's see if we could get some insurance and lock this game down here. Come on, boys. Galiev has been good so far in the playoffs. I hope he could just continue what he's been doing. Come on, boys. Power play. Nicely done, I guess. Killed some time. Why not? Come on, let's get some insurance. Power play. No insurance there. Final 5 minutes of this third period. And we are going to lock it down. So Galiev has just been absolutely insane when he's played in the playoffs. I might have to lock this guy up long term, because maybe we just don't need an 83 plus goalie. Maybe we just need him. Shots were 35-31 in favor of us, and yeah, we won 2-1 in a very close game. So Geekie from Agostino, and an Agostino from Michkov and Burkov. Much better defensive performance, much better goaltending performance. Stuff you like to see. Yeah, 968 from Galiev. He's been so good. In every game he's played, he's been almost like the first star each game. Pettersson gets first star, though, for Colorado in this one, which is interesting. Galiev the second star, and Agostino the third. So this is a very back-and-forth series like the Nashville one, but in a different sort of way. Hordichuk's losing morale because of ice time, which I don't know why, because he just got put into the lineup, so... And he's listed as a top 6 defenseman. I could put him on the penalty kill, but I'm not going to make changes with the penalty kill yet, I don't think. Okay, so it's a 2-2 series. Galiev should be still in net unless for some reason the game's trying to put in Korea, but once again, I think it should be fine. Yep, it is. Okay, good. And yeah, we're going to leave the lineup the exact same, I think. Ooh, -6 for Bentley. Do I take Bentley out of the lineup? I do. I am going to take Bentley out of the lineup. But Pennerin. Bentley has not been good. He might be an 83 listed as a second liner, but when you're a -6 through 11 games, you need to take a seat and think about how bad defensively you played. Jeez. Because he's kind of like an outlier in terms of defense. So we're going to scratch him for the next game in order to make our team a bit better defensively. Because we need to win 2 of the next 3 games if it goes to a game 7. So here we go. Game number 5. We got home ice advantage now. If we could win this game, we have a chance to eliminate Colorado in their building, which would be pretty nice. Come on, guys. First period. Oh, that is not good. That's Gallia's worst start to a playoff game, I'd say. 3-0 after 1, 3 goals on 12 shots. He might have honestly got pulled already, which would not be good. We only had 5 shots for our team in that first period as well, so our offense definitely needs to get more chances. Our defense needs to wake up a bit, because if we lose this game, it's going to be tough to win in Colorado and force a Game 7, I'd say. So Byram, Vigilante with 2 power play goals, so maybe we should have addressed our penalty kill. But yeah, hopefully we wake up in the second period and get maybe at least 1 goal, but 2 goals would be better. Second period, 4-0 Colorado. Vigilante completes the natural hat-trick. That is not good. Shots are 28-14 in favor of the Avs. We are going to have our back against the wall again, and we're going to have to win 2 straight games to fight off elimination. Rough game for Galiev. Kagrodov makes it 5-1, which is good to at least get us on the board, but I might have to make some more changes to our lineup again. Maybe I should have taken Bentley out of the lineup. I might put the lines back to the way they were at the start of the regular season just to see if that sparks something. And yep, we're going to lose 5-1 in that game, so no offense, hardly, bad defense again. Our defense has just been inconsistent. The only goal was Kagrodov from Aho and Chikrin. 3 stars of the game, Vigilante with 4 points, Newhook to second star, and Byam to third. But yeah, that definitely was the worst game I think I've ever seen Galiev play. I mean, he faced a lot of shots, so it's not on him, really. It's probably more on the defense again to allow that much chances on him. Because we now had 2 5-1 games in the last 3 games, which is not good. And now we got to win in Colorado and force a Game 7. This has been very similar to the last round, but I don't know if we're going to be able to win 2 in a row against Colorado. Okay, so even though Vincent Dalmo has been really good, he's only got 5 points. He is going to be taken back out of the lineup, and we are going to move Aho back to the top line. And Dalmo is going to be taken out for... Actually, wait. We'll take Aho out of the lineup for a second. Throw in... Actually, wait a sec. Is Aho on the power play still? He is not. Okay, so we're going to take Penner out for a quick second. Throw in Bentley. And then we're going to take out Dalmo for a second and put in Penner. And then we're going to move him down. And yeah, run something like that, I guess. Maybe change something out with the top 6 a bit. I don't know. Take McIntyre out, throw McGillis, so we have our regular season lines. And in our defensive core, what can we do here? Sasaki's been good defensively, so I'm gonna put him on the top 6 pairing, which might be a little bit weird considering how much he's making. But maybe he'll help Burkhoff play better defensively. And then yeah, Galiev is still gonna start next game, I think. Do we want Aho on the top line, or do we want Geeky on the top line? Maybe Geeky would be better on the top line. Yeah, you know what? We're going to put Geeky to the top line, put Aho for the second line. So that's a little bit different. We are also going to address our penalty kill, because we have not done that yet. We're going to throw Agostino to the top unit and see if that helps out anything. Yeah, that should be good. That looks better. Trying to just get the chemistry a little bit improved. There you go. The chemistry is improved on the penalty kill. And that's good. So that is our roster going into another elimination game. Can we win 2 games in a row and keep our Cup dreams alive again? Or are we going to be eliminated by the Colorado Avalanche? And is Stefan Pettersson going to get a chance to go on and win another Stanley Cup? Who knows? Here we go. Game number 6 in Colorado. We got a win on the road. This is going to be pretty tough. Real-time simulation. Let's see what happens. Come on, boys. We need our big guns to step up. Shelley. We're getting a lot of chances early on, which is good, but their goaltender is standing tall. Penalty kill here in the first period. We managed to kill it off. Nicely done. Come on, boys. I need your big guys to step up. I need Bentley to play better defensively. I need him to score goals, too. Shots are 13-10 in favor of us. We had a lot of chances early on, but we didn't convert on them. Let's see who could convert on a goal for us here in the second period. Who do I want to call upon? Anybody on the team, really. Michkov, Shelley, Agostino. Maybe even Jacob Chikrin, because he has not scored, I don't think, yet. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, offense. I know you could score goals. God damn it, Rantanen scores on Galiev. It's now 1-0 Colorado. This is a very defensive game again, and our offense is nowhere to be found. Shots are 25-24 in favor of the Avs. This might be our last period of the season, which is not good. Can we force OT, or can we get ourselves a lead here in overtime? Come on, guys. Or is there going to be a new Stanley Cup champion this season? Come on, guys. Pettersson's shutting a door on his former team, of course. And Michkov scores. That's a huge goal for Matvey. Huge goal. That's why we pay him the big bucks to score goals. Penalty kill. Nicely done. Come on, guys. And we are going to be forcing overtime in Game 6, which makes it even more scarier to simulate this game, because we know if they score the next goal, we're gone. If we score the next goal, we force a Game 7 on home ice, which would be huge. We just need to find a way to win on home ice, which might be a little bit tough at times. Shots are 34-32 in favor of the Avs. Can we get one of our big boys to step up, or one of our depth options, maybe somebody random like McGillis, or maybe even somebody on the defensive core like Sasaki, who wants to come through here in Game 6 OT here? Let's see what happens. Come on, boys. Come on. I believe in you. I believe in you. Shelly. Somebody penalty kill in OT, and we score. Let's go. It's a short-handed goal from McGillis. I said McGillis, and as a joke, because this guy never scores in the playoffs, but he scores a short-handed game-winning goal in Game 6 to keep us alive and force a Game 7. That might be the most clutch goal in the series I think I've seen. Holy. McGillis. When I saw them get the power play, I thought they were going to score, because, you don't normally see short-handed OT goals, but my God, McGillis. Shots were 39-38 in favor of us in that one, and we managed to somehow force a Game 7. Oh, going to our second Game 7 already, so our team's going to be tired if we get to the conference finals, but Michkov from Geeky and Agostino, that line just doing everything. And then McGillis' first goal of the playoffs from Utsdorf and Pressburg. That fourth line coming through at the game-winning goal, short-handed unit. We did change up the short-handed unit as well, and it was really good that game. So, McGillis with the game-winning goal. Wow. Another good game from Galiev as well, so he bounced back pretty well. Pettersson gets second start, and McGillis the third. Wow. Let's take a look at McGillis' career playoff numbers. How much playoff goals does this guy have? Because I don't think I've seen him score in a while, and then I just randomly call his name and he does score. It's kind of weird. But we still got to win a Game 7 situation, so that's going to be probably pretty tough, but it's on home ice at least. In the playoffs, he's only got 3 playoff goals in 83 games, and I decided to call him up on him for the first time ever. He scores a short-handed game-winning goal. This guy's not a goal scorer at all. And he manages to get a goal in a very important game. So, very nice goal from Travis McGillis. And will it help us out in terms of getting us to the conference finals is the question. We're going to keep the lineup the exact same for the next game. It's been actually a pretty good defensive showing the last 2 of the last 3 games. But the last 4 games it's been kind of back and forth. So, Game 7 on home ice again. Can we use this home ice to our advantage and win our second Game 7 of the playoffs and get ourselves to the conference finals again? Come on, guys. This is all or nothing here. On the line. Real-time sim. Let's see what happens. Come on. Who do I want to call upon? McGillis again? Imagine McGillis scores again in Game 7. Oh. But I want the big guns to step up. Agostino hasn't scored that much goals. He's just been primarily a passer in the playoffs. So if he could score some goals in this game, that'd be great. And there's a goal from Kagorodov with 51 seconds left in the first. I'll definitely take a late first goal. So 1-0 after 1 for us. Shots are 10-8 in favor of the Avs, but it's a 1-0 game, so that's not too bad. Good to see we got a goal early. Let's see if we could add to that lead in the second period. Come on, boys. Come on, power play. Let's go, Shelley, with a power play goal. That's a huge power play goal from Calvin Shelley. Huge goal at this point in time. Penalty kill. Nicely done. Our penalty kills have definitely improved since I made those changes, at least in the last 2 games. 2-0 game. Oh, and we are 1 period away from going back to the conference finals for the 3rd straight season. After the last game, we kind of got lucky with a short-handed goal from McGillis. Shots are 23-19 in favor of the Avs. We're up 2-0. Can we lock this one down in Game 7? Come on, boys. Let's get another insurance marker here. Make me feel a little bit safer with a 2-goal lead. Power play. We do not convert, but that's okay. It killed off a little bit of time in this game. Penalty kill, and they get a power play goal from Newhook. That's not good. And they tie it up. Oh no, this is not good. Are we actually going to blow a lead here in Game 7? Oh, and that Vigilante guy's been their best player for sure. Power play late. We do not convert, and we are going to Game 7 overtime. Oh man. Oh man, we blew a 2-0 lead, so I feel like we're probably the team that's going to lose this. Shots are 30-28 in favor of the Avs. It's a 2-2 game. Oh, who do I want to call upon? McGillis again? Oh no, I am really scared for this overtime. 1 goal away from the next round, and 1 goal away from losing in the second round, which would not be nice. But, I mean, 2 straight Stanley Cups, you can't complain with that. So, let's see what happens here in OT. Who wants to be the hero for us? Anybody that I pay the big bucks to? Anybody that I played a little bit money to? Maybe somebody like on the defensive core like Sasaki or... Tukinen's out of the lineup, isn't he still? Or did I put him back in? I don't remember. Come on, guys. Hordichuk. You haven't scored yet. Bilesma? I don't really know. And we are going to a double overtime situation in Game 7. This is even scarier because we know it ends in the first 3 minutes. Shots are 39-36 in favor of us. I almost don't even want to watch this. I want to just close my eyes and open them in the next few minutes. Who do we want to call upon? Anybody on this damn roster. Just put something past Pedersen. Let's see what happens. Oh man, I feel sick to my stomach. Come on, come on. Power play? Let's go! We're going back to the conference finals. Let's go. Oh, goddamn. I thought we almost blew it. Burkov with the power play goal in double OT. As we pull off 2 heroic games, and we're going back to the conference finals. We're only 4 wins away from going back to the Stanley Cup finals as well, which is nuts. But man, Burkov, what a time to score your first power play playoff goal. Because you had not scored any playoff goals this year, I'm pretty sure. But huge performance from our depth scoring the last 2 games. That shorthanded goal is going to be going down as one of the best goals in this franchise mode, I think. So Kagerodov from Redmond, Shelley from Michkov and Agostino, and Burkov from Bentley and Kagerodov. So Bentley picks up an assist, which is good. He hasn't been necessarily the best player. But we managed to somehow upset Pedersen for the 2nd straight year, and Galiev has been a machine. This guy should just get an 8-year deal at $2 million at the way he's been playing. He gets first star, Kagerodov the 2nd star, and Newhook the 3rd. But we are back to the conference finals. Sorry that we knocked out Pedersen again, but this team is 4 wins away from going back to the Cup finals again, which is kind of outrageous. Let's take a look at our player stats through 2 rounds, and then we will see who we're facing in the conference finals. I don't remember who we played in the conference finals last 2 years. I think it was Seattle and Los Angeles, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. So let's take a look at these player stats. So starting off with our centers, Geehy, 8 points in 14 games, not too bad. Damo, 5 points in 10 games. Aho, 3 points in 11 games. Bentley, 3 points, -5, so he is improving a little bit. And Penner, 2 goals in 8 games. Left wing wise, Agostino's been really good as usual, 16 points in 14 games. Shishkinov, 5 points in 14 games. McGill's only 1 goal, but it was a shorthanded game-winning goal, so there's no complaints from that. 1 assist from McIntyre. Michkov, 15 points, 9 goals, which is really great. Kagerodov, 9 points, which is also really good for a youngster. Definitely got to sign that guy up to a long-term deal because maybe he's a replacement for Shelley at some point. Shelley, 5 points only, so he was really quiet in that second round. We need him to wake up for sure in the conference finals. Redmond, 4 points, and Ustor, 3 points, not bad. Chikrin, 5 points is pretty good. Burkov with the game-winning goal, so I can't complain about his stat line. Tukinen was very terrible. I don't know if he's still scratched. If he is, I might put him back in the lineup. Pressberg and Bilesma, 2 and 1 points. And in Hordichuk, nothing. Sasaki's been quiet. He's got a lot of penalty minutes, as do most of our defensemen. So these are the type of guys that have been taking a lot of penalties on our team so far. And in goalie-wise, Galiev has been fantastic. Yeah, he's been really good. I definitely need to sign this guy to a good contract, I think. And then Korea was okay in his first 2 games, I'd say. So there is that. Now the question is, who are we going to be playing in the conference finals this year. Oh, it's Anaheim. We already know that, apparently. Let's advance the day just to get to that game. We have home ice advantage, and Anaheim went 39, 32, and 11 in the regular season. So they had a very terrible season, but they got to the playoffs. So they're definitely a cheese team. Wow, that is the worst record I've seen at conference finals get to. Whoever wins this series plays Florida or Pittsburgh for the Cup, which is interesting. But based on their record alone, we should be able to get to another Cup Finals. But I honestly have no idea what their team looks like. So let's take a look at that. And then also see how they did so far in the playoffs in terms of goals and stuff like that. And then we will see what happens in the next episode. So here's their roster, which isn't honestly that bad on offense. I don't know why they simulated so weird. But Brian Marlowe, 83 overall. They also have Zegras and McTavish, which is really good. Second line has Nathan Gauthier with Francois Dezay and Eric Paxbu. Third line, Dante Bowman, Vasily Ponomarev, which, was it this series that I had him in, or Detroit? Yeah, it was Detroit, I think, right? No, I did have him for a bit in this series. I forgot about that. Because I've traded for him, and then I traded him back to Carolina. I forgot about that. Interesting. And then also they have Vincent Dubois. Fourth line, Evan Smith with Philip Parise and Adrian Mapletoft. Defensively, they're solid as well. Leo Loof, Noah Dobson, so a former defenseman of ours from a few years ago. He was pretty good. Never won a Stanley Cup with us though, right? Yeah, we let him go before we won our cups. They also have Dante Fabro and Emil Viro. Also Yoni Yermo. And Rasmus Kupari is playing defense, so a lot of European defensemen, apparently. And then goalie-wise, Jared Bugner and Mackenzie Blackwood, so they might split the two goalies. I don't know. And in depth-wise, they have Jared Brust, who's an 83 scratch. I don't know why. Zion Nybeck, another former player of ours. I don't think we played a single game with him, though, right? Yeah, he only played in our AHL affiliate, and then we traded him away. So, that's interesting. And they also have Salah Monson, who's an 89, but he's out with an injury at the moment. So, hopefully he does not return this round, because that will definitely help us out in terms of scoring goals, I think. So there is that. Let's take a look at how long he's out for. Hopefully he's out, though, until forever. I didn't want to go to AHL, damn it. Arizona, Anaheim. Fractured ankle. Yep, he's out till June 24th, so we will not have to see Salah Monson, which is a huge W, I'd say, in that category. But they still had a decent roster, even though that record is so weird. Which that alone just scares me. The fact that they won 39, 32, and 11, and now they're in the conference finals. That definitely scares me. Let's take a look at those playoff stats just to see what their goals for and stuff have been like. Let's go to entire league and let's go by wins. So, they're scoring more goals per game than us. They're better defensively than us right now. Their power play has been better. And their penalty kills have been better. So they've been better in pretty much everything than us so far. Which is kind of weird. That is weird. They're 8-4 in the playoffs. But their regular season numbers wouldn't dictate that for sure. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Arizona Coyotes franchise mode. So in next episode, we will take on the Anaheim Ducks in the conference finals as we look to go to our third straight Stanley Cup finals. So let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you guys next time.